key to a fully automated home is smaller than a box of matches, and this is the Shelly One Mini Gen3, and it's officially the world's smallest Wi-Fi relay switch. Despite its tiny size, it can handle up to 8 amps and turn almost any dumb appliance into a smart one in less than 10 minutes. So today we are breaking down exactly what makes this Gen 3 model a massive upgrade over its predecessors and why those dry contacts are a game changer for your smart home setup. So as its core, the Shelly One Mini Gen 3 is a small form factor smart switch designed for retrofitting. So it measures just 21 by 34 millimeters, which means it fits into standard electrical wall boxes, behind power sockets, or inside light switches where space is at a premium. Unlike the standard smart plugs, this lives inside your walls. It uses the new ESP Shelly C38F processor and has been boosted to 8 megabytes of flash memory. So this is not just a minor tweak, it is an improved version of the Shelly Plus One Mini designed for better responsiveness and stability. It also collects directly to your Wi-Fi, and there's no any hub required to get started. So now let's talk about what this tiny blue box can actually do. First, it features a dry contacts here, these two, and also they are known as potential free contacts. And this is huge because it allows you to switch lower voltage devices or different circuits entirely, like contractors or garage door openers. It also supports up to 8 amps and 240 volts AC or 5 amps at 30 volts DC. So on the software side, it is Matter certified by a firmware upgrade, meaning it will play nice with almost any ecosystem. It also acts as a Wi-Fi range extender and a Bluetooth gateway for your Shelly Blue devices. So for the power users, it also supports scripting, MQTT, webhooks, and even KNX IP support, communication support actually. So plus the terminals have been improved for better durability during the installation. And now that we have actually covered the technical specifications, let us focus on the practical side of getting this device up and running. So the Shelly One Mini Gen 3 is designed with a clear terminal layout. So its small factor is really powerful. But when you look at the device, you will see the terminals for line here and also neutral, which power these internal ESP Shelly C38F chip actually. Because this is a dry contact relay, the switching circuit is completely isolated from the device power. So this means you can switch different voltage than the powering the unit itself. So this provides a massive flexibility for various home automation projects. You'll find that the switch terminal here. So this terminal is for your manual switching input, and it allows you to maintain physical control alongside your smart automation. So the Gen 3 terminal are improved for better cable retention, which is critical when you're tucking this into a crimped wall box. And always ensure that you're following the local electrical codes and that the power is fully disconnected before you begin the installation process. So the small size means you'll have more room for your wires, but cable management remains key to clean and safe setup. Now, let's start with connecting this device. And actually, what is the most interesting part here with this device and why a lot of people are having the issues with this device to connect is that because of these dry contacts here. So this actually means they are connecting both of these devices when powered or when we actually switch the device. But I look at this like this. We have this here. So the regular ones are neutral and live to power the device, as I told you. But these one, I call it like input and output. Whatever comes in here, it will come out here. And in the end, we're switching this device. So just let me compare the size of this device before we start. I also have 2 PM from Shelly here. Just let me show you that. And also have 1 PM from Shelly as well here. So you can see how small this device is. But the biggest change and the difference here is when I compare it to the regular switches that I have, like this one is for the Zigbee 3.0 and some unknown brand, doesn't matter, but this one is meant to be placed behind the wall switches. So let me just see the difference between these two in the size. So this is the difference. And now also the problem with connecting, why are the people confused? And a lot of internet forums are complaining about the connecting of this device and asking for some kind of connecting diagrams there. Regularly on these switches, we have like a live in, a neutral in, and then we have a live out and neutral out, and that's it. And also we can connect the switches here, or we can click here to switch them manually. But this is easy. But when we connect these here, we have to do something differently. So I'll just explain it like this. We are having our, let's say we have our cables from the grid. So this one is, let's say, live here, and we are having neutral here. And now I'll use Vago connectors here. So just for the explanation of this video, how would you connect them? So first, I'll just use the neutral line and connect it to the Vago. So the Vago is just like a spot here, a dot to connect all of the cables at once. So here, I'll use it like this, and then let's say we have a bulb here or light that we want to connect. So I'll just draw it like this, and then the light has a neutral, and it also has live, and that's it. Then from this device, from this spot here, I'll just use neutral here, and that's it. And also in the end, from this, I'm just powering this, actually providing neutral to this Shelly device here, and that's it. And we have to forget about the neutral. We have completed everything with this circuit here. So this is neutral. Then all of these here, I'm looking at them as live. So why? When I get another Vago connector here, I'll just bring live here to it. From it, I'll just use one to power the device. So as we already mentioned, we are powering the processor and providing the power to this. And all of the time, when we are having this device connected to our switches, to our wall boxes, it is always powered on because of we have to control it over the internet and locally, whatever, using our applications, and we need to have it powered on to be able to communicate with it. And then another one is here. So I'm providing the input here. I'm providing power here that will go also into this input here. And then the output from this is going from here, and it's going over this, not connecting, and over this, and over this, and then connecting to the live part of our bulb here or lightning. So this is what we have to do. And in the end, we're gonna use another one. So we have already 3 parts connected. So all of these are having the live, and I'm using some kind of the switch. So that's for the demonstration purposes. It's not a regular switch, but we can use it like this. And then I'll just use one and connect it to the switch. And also it is switching this here. And from here, from this switch, I'm just going back to the switch here. So this is how we connect the cables. So whenever we trigger this one, it will tell our Shelly 1 Mini how to behave. So when you provide the power, it will say, okay, I'm just going to connect these dry contacts here, and our bulb or lightning will get the power that we provided here from this one. And that's it. Also, this device is capable of using push buttons or regular switches and acting as, I'll show you that in a second in the application. So we have an option here. Let me open just a Shelly application to show you that configuration for the device. Okay, so here's the device in the Shelly settings. I'll just use this one here. Okay, I go to the settings. So we can see the settings here, and we have input output settings. So this device is really powerful from the side of the software as well. And you can see a lot of things here, but I'll just cover input output for now. And we have this switch mode here. So we have input button switch mode. So I'm using switch because I'm using regularly switches in my home. But if you're using push buttons, you can just select this one. And then we have different relay types here. So it can be just toggle switch, act as a flip switch that stays for on and off, and that's it. So it was like a regular one. So when you have this option, when you toggle off the device via the application, it will remain like on the switch for on your physical switch. So this will be like this. This is turned on, and I turn it off like this here in our application. And when I trigger this like this, it is not going to happen. Nothing will happen here. And when I click it like this again, then it will turn on. So we want to avoid that. To avoid that, we're going to use it like to be in the edge switch here. So it will change the state on every hit. So whenever we hit this switch, it will change the state. And also the relay power on default, I'm using this one here. Configure Shelly device to restore the last mode it was in when it has power. So in case the electricity runs out, so any blackout or anything, when the device is powered on again, it will just return the state it was before. So this is the same like or with the regular switches that will happen. So the regular switches will stay in the state that they were here before. So also interesting part here. Where do you actually put these devices? So the most common use case is smart lighting, because it's so small, so you can tuck it behind your existing light switch and keep your physical buttons functional while adding mobile and voice control also. But it doesn't actually stop there. You can use it for garage doors, irrigation systems, or even small appliances like fans and doorbells. Since it supports schedules and sunrise-sunset logic, you can automate your porch lights to turn on exactly when the sun goes down without ever touching an app. It is also perfect for smartening old kitchen gadgets or space heaters, turning them into a connected device instantly. So the Shelly One Mini Gen3 is a powerhouse for anyone looking to expand their smart home without replacing every fixture. It works seamlessly with Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Samsung SmartThings, and Home Assistant. If you want to dive deeper, Shelly offers a 3-year warranty and a Protection Plus option for accidental damage during the wiring. So whether you're a beginner or using the Shelly Smart Control app or a pro wiring custom scripts, this device fits the bill. So if you want this breakdown helpful, please check out our other videos, or just don't forget to like and subscribe for more smart home deep dives. So what are you planning to automate first? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.